You are now politicking with Poe on PoPolitickin.com.
I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean?
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, type in PoPolitickin. Listen to some of our interviews past 11 years. 1212, I'm in place to be with Champagne Duane. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Why do they call you Champagne Duane?
Different people got different stories. And somebody just told a story last night of always being downtown and catching me with either a glass or a bottle in my hand. But it just kind of stuck, and just on a personal level. And so when I started doing music, I just went ahead and used that. But for me, for me personally, I think it's just kind of, I use it to represent, always trying to celebrate and keep a positive attitude on things.
Mm-hmm. And then where are you from?
Where am I from, man? Short answer, I usually just say Miami. I grew up in Florida, but I've bounced around a lot. Like my family, I was born in Guyana, and we lived in the islands. I grew up in Florida mainly. I went to school in Detroit, and I lived in Portland for 10 years, and I was in the Bay for 3 years.
So what made you say Miami then?
This is where I spend the most time, kind of where I feel like I, formed the things that I'm into and all that.
I mean, what got you into music?
Man, just the influence of certain artists like Jay-Z and Nas in particular. And just kind of having like a creative side to me and an artistic side to me that was just another way to, another outlet.
What you like about Jay-Z and Nas?
Wordplay.
I mean, you gotta pick one. They beefing. You can't trying to like both of them. They still beefing.
What do you mean they still beefing?
Nah, I'm messing with you.
You know what? Their fan bases are still beefing.
Oh.
Yeah, I just think it was just like the charisma and the wordplay, and those dudes were on top of their game at the time that I kind of started really listening to the music for the music and for the lyrics and all that.
And what was you saying got you into it?
Just being a creative person and wanting to kind of mimic people's creativity and people's art that I respected.
And what would you say your favorite albums growing up were? Your favorite hip hop albums?
Favorite hip hop albums growing up, probably Reflection Eternal.
Talib Kweli?
Yeah, I wore that out. I would say Illmatic and I Am. I mean, It Was Written. Some Eminem, anything Outkast.
And then if you wasn't rapping, what would you be doing?
Well, my other thing is I'm a shoe designer.
Yeah, I read about that. Yeah, that's one reason I was like, yeah, let me call him in and see what he's talking about. Yeah, talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, so just speaking on like creative outlets, like since I was a teenager, I've been wanting to be a designer or architect, and I went to a school that was specifically for that, high school actually, and went to college for the same thing, and just it is like sneaker culture, and I put the two things together, right? Just having artistic capability and a love for sneakers, and it was just like, this is what I want to do. So went to school for that. I started working at Converse. I was Dwayne Wade's signature shoe designer, like for the ones that he won the championship in, his first championship, and kind of went on from there. But the music, I kind of got started with the music back in high school as well, and it was just something that was there, just on the side, like I said, just creative outlets. And then as I went on my footwear career, it's something that kind of just was. It was just always on the side of my mind. And I'd say about 2012, It's just I picked the microphone back up, and I never really put the footwear down. That's why I live in China now. But yeah, so it's kind of like both hustles.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's cool. So what you was talking about you went to school for? So what exactly was like the name of the programs in high school and college you went for?
Yeah. So in high school, I went to a school called Dash, and that's was short for Design and Architecture Senior High. And in college, I went to college called CCS, it was a College for Creative Studies, and their focus is on like automotive design and furniture design, product design, like basically designing anything, chairs or cell phones or electronics, consumer goods. But they also have a bunch of other different things, like if you want to go be an illustrator, or other schools like that might have like a fashion component to it. So I did an internship at Nike while I was there, and yeah, so that's just kind of how they all got started.
Let's say, is it kind of like, I mean, you play NBA 2K?
Not too much.
Yeah, but they got it like how you can just design your shoe on there. Is it kind of like that, how you design shoes and shit, or no?
I'm guessing that those are the shoes that are already on the market and you can customize them. But I'm starting from scratch. It's just a blank sheet of paper, and I'm coming up with ideas for shoes for different guys around the league. And
I want to say, I was watching this Netflix video. Ain't it the guy they say like it's some guy named Woody or something? It's like who they say like it was like they were saying like he was the top designer for Nike for a couple of years. You remember his name or no?
Woody?
Yeah, and I'm saying, do you remember like who are the top designers in footwear if you know any of them?
Oh yeah, man. There's so many talented people. Like I'm good friends with a guy named E. Scott. He's a legend, right? He's done everything from like the old Shaq shoes, like in 90s Reebok shoes, on up to the Michael Vick collection at Nike, and like a gang of stuff in between. You got people like Tinker Hatfield, who obviously is like
that's the name. That's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Him. Yeah.
For doing all the J's. Yeah, so it's names like that, and I could go on and on. The people who've done just tremendous things in the industry.
And then you was kind of saying it like you was saying like so y'all create products, and also I was just reading a book about creativity. So it seems like you kind of use what you learned in the shoes and your music, right?
I might have an analogy here or there. Yeah, I might use it for a bar or something.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what. So how would you describe yourself as an MC?
I would say I'm pretty versatile, man. I feel like I could drift within I try not to get out of my lane, but I feel like I can drift within my lane, and I try to, even if it's different topics, I just try to stay true to myself, true to the path that I've walked, and then I think I'm pretty witty, pretty good wordplay, and I just try to mix up my styles a little bit.
Okay, well, you were saying your lane. So, what do you consider your lane?
What would be my lane, man? I'm a thoughtful person, so I take time to put my lines together, just based on the subject matter. And I would have fun too, so I don't mind doing a couple songs where, just trying to get people's heads moving. So I kind of like go back and forth a little bit with like some political messaging, or it's just, just some feel good messaging.
And then what do you feel separates you from other rappers?
Separates me from other rappers. Again, like I think it's the versatility. I think it's the ability to do that, to like comfortably step into maybe speaking on fashion, because of maybe because of my design background, I can speak on fashion and high-end things or whatever. But then also just being rooted and grounded and, all around just kind of humble guy, being able to speak on certain issues, and just kind of being aware of certain issues and diving in and being able to articulate the information that comes with those issues.
Yeah, and I just want you to talk about some of the projects you dropped lately.
The last couple projects, my two projects, one of them, so I think this is a perfect example. Like the first one was called A Toast, and that one was kind of like a tribute to just hip hop as I came, the hip hop that I came up on, like how you asked me earlier. And it was like I wanted to do tracks that were reminiscent of the full scope of artists that influenced me. So when you listen to it, when you listen through it, it's just like, all right, yeah, he's kind of hitting on every little, every touching on every lane, kind of. And then after that project, I did the campaign, and that was, kind of in light of the political climate that's going on and still going on. So I just wanted to, and being in Oakland, right? It's just kind of the environment kind of changed up my focus. So in a city like Oakland, is very conscious, very woke, however you want to call it. It changed up the subject matter on a day-to-day basis. So in my music, I kind of reflect like what's happening around me. And so that project was all 10 songs, start to finish, just kind of touching on the real stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but what do you feel like when you really look at history, it's nothing really new. So what is it like you feel that's happening that's different from what was happening in the 60s or 50s?
Yeah, it's not new. I think it's just the way it's being
recorded.
What'd you say?
Recorded,
hyped, marketed.
Yeah.
Selectively handed to us, right? Because there's some things that we're not hearing about. The way it's being shared, right? We can share it so much more at a more rapid pace.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if that's good or bad. I think we still got to figure out the best way to use these tools that we have, because passing around that trauma isn't good either.
I know. It's like, yeah, that's not good. Yeah. So what do you say? What's next for you right now?
Well, right now, I'm on the footwear grind. Right now, I'm working for a company called Anta, ANTA, and that's the brand that does Klay Thompson shoes, and we are just about to launch a Gordon Hayward shoe as well. I just met with him this past week a few times to get some. He was on a China tour. I want to get some ideas for his second shoe. So kind of focusing on that on the footwear side. On the music side, I was actually thinking about myself and different producers maybe dropping some 2 or 3 tracks later this month, actually, and a video. So just trying to keep it burning on both ends.
I was gonna say when you saying about the shoes, so if they give you what they just tell you what they're looking for, and you kind of try to bring it to life.
Exactly, or we present to them an idea based on performance, based on who they are as a person or player, or based on trend, or all three, and put something in front of them, or put a couple concepts in front of them that are, maybe seeds. I mean, we haven't really grown the concept yet, but we just want to hear how they react to it, how they feel when they see a couple sketches, what they think, and then go from there. One of the things that we always keep in mind is performance, making sure that the shoe's got the right amount of traction, it fits well, the cushioning's right. But after that, just aesthetically, what you need.
Man, what are some of your all-time favorite shoes that you own?
Ooh, the Gary Payton gloves.
Yeah, I got some of those too.
Yeah, some of the Vince Carters. The Huarache 2K4s. That's a great shoe to hoop in.
What makes a good shoe?
And obviously, couple of kicks that I've done for Wade. What makes a good shoe, man? Not adding anything that doesn't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? And a good song. Like, just saying what you need to say. You think like the best beats or some of the simplest beats. Some of the best kicks are just like the simplest, cleanest kicks that just play well, and they don't have a bunch of stuff in the way to make you think it's cooler than it really is.
That's what's up. And then, as far as the music, I want you to name some artists that you haven't worked with yet that you'd like to work with.
Oh shoot! Are we talking about anybody or like
anybody
in my level that I can?
No, anybody. We got a blank check over here. We got blank checks over here. Anybody?
Yeah. Okay. All right, blank check. Blank check. I need a Hove on a track. Blank check. I want maybe Kanye or Pharrell to produce it. If I can get a verse from J. Cole. Another verse from Kweli. I do have one track with Kweli. Let me see who else. Sir's a dope, vocalist. He's cool. Trying to think of some maybe not so obvious ones. Yeah, man. It's when you're on the spot, it's like.
Yeah. Now I've asked you, is anybody like far as who would you like to talk to? Like pick their brain. They could be dead or alive, and then what would you ask them?
That's a great question. I think J. Cole. I just like the way, so when I listen to somebody and I get into an artist, I think about this might be what it's like to be around them. Right? So if there's artists who are constantly reaching for validation, or if there's artists who they're not really showing a ton of like versatility, or maybe then I just kind of gravitate towards like the thinkers. So he's one, and he's managed, and he's figured out a way to kind of do it, create his own wave, and do it kind of independently. Kind of he's produced his own tracks, not really messing with a lot of features. And so not that I wouldn't want to collaborate more, but I just feel like it's important to be able to stand on your own too. And he's an artist to me that like, if nobody was rocking with him, or if he was rocking with nobody, he's figured out a way to put out the message that he wants to put out. And I just feel like on many topics, like he and I would probably think the same.
So what would be like 2 questions you would ask him? Because he listens to the show sometimes.
Okay. 2 questions I would ask him is two questions to ask J. Cole. I'm surprised I don't already have these thought up. Who? I think I kind of know his influences, but maybe where does he see hip hop going in the future, and what? Let me see. That's another question. Maybe I have to come back to it.
Yeah. So where you see hip hop going in the future?
Where I would have liked to see hip hop by now is it replacing whole like mechanisms, like say for learning. Like, where by now we shouldn't even need books. We should just need rap music, because it's the most intricate art form, and it gets the most information across, especially at least verbally. And like, I feel like education could be replaced by hip hop easily.
And then what is hip hop to you though? Hip
hop to me, well, I guess hip hop to me, I'll just answer the question first. Hip hop to me is what the young generation prioritizes. It's kind of like the soul of the young generation. So, and if you look at it throughout the decades, it represented kind of like in its original form an escape, right? In order to have some fun. Then it became more conscious. Then it became, and like conscious music was on the radio, you know what I'm saying? And then it became more politicized, almost to the point maybe more, like, if you want to say gang related or whatever, like NWA. And then it became what? Then it became a little bit more street and then a little more party. And so you just kind of look at it throughout the years, the evolution of it, and it really is just represented like what was at the forefront of our struggle, of our day to day. And so, like, going back to the other questions, like, what if that was the forefront? What if it was like learning and next level information was the forefront, you know, and it should be. And so it's like, I think hip hop can take that path and align with different industries, like, you know, the way, like saying the footwear industry, we align with like tech and gaming and all that. How can it start to influence things and just take over, you know, things beyond our ears?
Yeah. Now, I want you to give us what's your favorite book and your favorite movie?
Strength to Love, MLK. And then right now I'm about to read Renegade Dreams by Lawrence Ralph. And Coming to America, obviously.
That's what's up. And then what message would you like to give to your fans?
That, you know, keep celebrating, keep positive head, keep working hard. That's kind of what my music is all my music. And then I got more stuff coming.
And then anybody just hearing about you through this interview, why should they go check you out and follow you?
I think I try to keep everything, you know, at a high level. Try to do everything at a real high level. From the lyricism to the videos and how I deliver everything, how I market everything. So, I think you'd be thoroughly impressed.
All right, bro. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Oh, man.
You got any shout-outs, anything you want to leave listeners with?
Shout out to PDX Hip Hop and Oakland and just family and friends, man.
What's your social media?
Everything's at Champagne Duane. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Champagne Duane. I'm on here with PoPolitickin.
Okay, I'm off to the races. Yeah. Fuck off to the races. Tommy, Lauren, Megan, Kelly, let's not off in their faces. Yeah. Feed them dick for etiquette. Redirect their rhetoric and see to it they never get to re-erect Confederate. If they smuggling drugs, why would you build a wall? Why don't you just tell the country not to do drugs at all? God forbid we go clean water. You so afraid of no clean water for Flint. Yet you spray it on natives. How'd you broken tell lights turn into broken hearts? That's when you realize that it was broke from the start. We put to bed by 12, hands up high like midnight. I swear they still upset the mice that tone the gloves ain't fit right. They just wanna pop and lock and we just wanna pop and lock. We just wanna wear our locks and they just want us wearing locks. Free to make free, to lose these chains, we losing change like straight and narrow. When I live is straight and narrow, boas made me straight and narrow. Fly free, spread your wings. Fly free, better things. Fly free, spread your wings. Fly free, better things.
Yeah. Hard to fly free in this oil spill. They let us spread our wings with a Popeye deal. Listen to the stress coming from my bills. All this for the birds if I'm being real. All this don't matter if we go off skill. I feel like Carl Haley, it's the time to kill. Kill the narrative, it's imperative they really feel. All the pain is insane, how many y'all to kill? Got the acquittal, y'all working harder to make us little. When Malcolm got respect when he shot and stopped holding the dribble. Got respect from the hungry trying to get to the victuals. Made us pick a side, we so non-committal. I'm really just saying we need some action. I'm really just saying we need some passion. I'm saying we need to stop all this asking. We need to change to fly free from the past tense.
Spread your wings.
Spread your wings.
Fly free.
Fly free.
Better things.
Better things.
Fly free.
Fly free.
Spread your wings.
Spread your wings.
Fly free.
Fly free.
Better things.
Better things.
Yeah. Is y'all done colonizing? I think so. Huh? Is y'all done with the Columbine? I think so. Yeah. Y'all done with the sodomizing. Cause guess what? We done apologizing. This is hardly advising. This is more of a demand. I know it's demoralizing how the boy force in your hand. On your bluff, all your lies went out the flaws in your fans. This here's a 10-point plan to come and end your boy band. God damn. Was gotten in it, Duane. I liked him so much better when he was popping the pain. God damn. Now all I'm popping is pain. Went bald for the win. Now they calling me James. Now Martin's in the veins, Malcolm's in the brain. You Falcons in the big game, I'm Falco in the big game. And a fake chick need a replacement. A facelift straight from the basement. Give you this game like I'm Jace Naismith. How to break chains like I'm May Davis. Fly free. Spread your wings. Fly free. Better things. Fly free. Spread your wings. Fly free. Better things.
Thanks for listening to PoPolitickin.com, a self-help meets hip-hop brand. If you are an artist or business owner wanting to be featured on PoPolitickin.com, contact us at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. That's PoPolitickin@gmail.com or text 760-717-5803. If you're a listener that enjoys the show and wants to support, you can donate to PoPolitickin.com via PayPal.com. Please send donations to PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Any amount will be helpful in continuing to create quality content and shows. As always, check out PoPolitickin.com for past episodes. Make sure you subscribe to PoPolitickin on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.